Wagwan, Wagwan Collective. This is Rasta Gal, aka Angelic Empress. Welcome you to my channel. If you are new, Collective, thank you for jumping on this train we call life and subscribing to the vibes. This is also big ups for all my loyal family, all my loyal subscribers that tapped on and just welcomed my insight, my experience, my knowledge into your life, okay? And just helping me become part of your journey. Thank you. And I thank you as well for being a part of mine. My channel is about my intuition. My channel is about enlightening your consciousness and awareness from me being insightful, okay? It also stems from my experiences in the spiritual realms, as well as within this 3D world. So my channel is to open up your mind and also expand it beyond your comprehension. Also, I throw in interior messages to emphasize my insight, as well as other things that you'll see on my channel I do, to also give you inspiration creatively to lift your vibes. So I want to get right into my message. I was experiencing a lot of channelings and downloads. I did clear my energy and my tools that I'll be using today, okay? But yeah, I experience a lot of channeling, and I just have to have the time and energy to write things down and to go over it and recite it before I get on my channel to share. Energies that I express, it won't be just experiences that I share with you regarding myself. It will be also filling the collective's energy, okay, is what I meant to say. All right, so last night, I don't know why Cardi B was in my dreams. Her energy must be flowing around the collective energy, because I've heard another tarot reader mention Cardi B. But she was in my dream last night. And I don't know what I was to her in her dreams, but I was talking to her on the phone. And she was telling me about her day. And I saw myself, or I saw someone was creating like sweet potato or some type of dessert pie to be delivered. I don't know if it was supposed to be delivered to her, but I don't know. When I woke up from just getting vivid visions from that dream, I was like, someone's going to be, or someone's trying to set someone up, or someone's trying to poison somebody through food. So just be careful, collective. The food could represent just what you're listening to, what you're watching, but also what you're also intaking. It all coordinates because we're taking in those 3 examples I gave. Okay, so just be careful what you're ingesting spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. But definitely my message is pertaining to the dream state. Okay, this is piggybacking off of the short I left in regards to my new deck. All right, so I will be emphasizing that deck with my message, okay, along with other decks. But yeah, she was in my dream. Other things that I witnessed and that was last night. Other things I witnessed from last week. Okay, collective, you could be feeling, you see the title there. Before I dive deep into my channelings, my dreams and downloads, and my symbols and signs and synchronicities, you see the title, okay? And you're seeing a female, or it can be of a male. My message is gender non-specific, but it's specifically showing a female, and she's showing her finger over her lips, okay? I literally saw the word shh. I saw that last week. So someone again is trying to quiet the energy, maybe an occult, a group, somebody, okay, within your life, collective, my life, because we're all connected, believe it or not. They're trying to quiet. They're trying to quiet your progress. They're trying to quiet you as being your beautiful, uniquely authentic self. They're trying to quiet you in just many ways from you progressing, from you moving forward. You see my title there, collective? Okay. You're not just awoke, you're awakened. Okay. You may have seen a lot of things in your childhood, collective, that you could not comprehend, that you could not explain. Okay. That you could not just share with anybody because you was really trying to understand. You was really trying to comprehend yourself. You experienced some things in your childhood that was supernatural, that was plain insane, is what you were saying to yourself. Am I crazy? Is what you were saying to yourself. Is this really happening? And you don't want to, as a young child, you didn't want to leave that impression of you being crazy or being insane or just, you know what I mean, just seeing things. You wanted to feel it was just a dream, but it wasn't, collective. It's real. The astral realms is real. You may have seen some things in your childhood or maybe in your adult life that has occurred to you, and it was like, what is going on? And I'm here to tell you that you're not the only one that has witnessed a lot of things. We're not the only one here on this planet. The spiritual realms is real. Okay? Of the dark and of the light. And you was possibly one of those children that was awakened again from your childhood. You are not just woke, you are awakened. And you're seeing things in your life at this time. Okay? This may not pertain to everybody, but you're seeing things in your life that you are still just drawn back. You are still surprised. You're still mesmerized. You're still in disbelief. You are still, you know what I mean? Can't believe this is butter type of energy. You're still like, you're just like surprised. And I don't know, maybe you're in this energy of expressing. Maybe you're in this energy of revealing. Maybe you're in this energy of speaking out. You're not holding back no more. You're not afraid. So in the past, again, you was possibly afraid. Maybe presently afraid to express, to tell, to share. And you're possibly doing it in many ways. Instead of just speaking it out, you're creating. Okay? To express your experience. Okay? Beyond your comprehension, collective. Okay? I must be making the energy nervous because, again, I'm not nervous. And I wasn't stuttering like this or whatever have you. And I didn't ring my bells in the beginning. But I cleansed with my incense. But with prayer as well. But yeah, the energy is nervous. Okay? They want you to be quiet for some apparent reason. They don't want the truth to be out there. They don't want the truth to be exposed, told, to awaken the consciousness and awareness of the collective, of whoever you're trying to open their mind, their eyes beyond their comprehension, collective. And again, it's shown here in this picture of the grays. Maybe you have seen that in your past or of your present. They have came encounters with you in their own way, okay, not harming you, but showing themselves, making themselves known to you. They trust you for you to see them. And it may have shooken the hell out of you, shocked you to know that aliens, higher beings, whatever you want to call them, do exist in many realms, collective. Okay? So that is a picture showing. Maybe you will become a witness to encountering visitors, encountering someone from the higher realms, higher beings. Okay? Just as much as you're inquisitive about them, they are with you, collective. They are observing you, watching you, learning you. Just as much as you're possibly looking into them or learning them, that's the same thing they're doing with you. Maybe your energy is elevating to another frequency, another, I don't know, another realm. Maybe you are astral traveling, not forcefully, but it's happening naturally. You're astral traveling to different realms. It happens. People that are projecting or people that are abusing divination and they force themselves to go into other realms for no good reason, okay? For reasonings to abuse, for reasonings to torture, for reasonings to send, again, negative projections, to invade. They're forcing themselves to astral project. They're going to get stuck in those realms. And what they're sending out and what they're doing is going to be having them in a spin and a bind and a tangle of torture and torment, of being lost in space and being lost in the time and distance, and something may take over their energy and their body because they want to play and things and into energies and into the realms and into divination, abusing it for not their highest good, abusing it because they want to obtain someone else's energy or power or be nosy and invade in people's lives. What you give out and what you send out and what you project and do is going to come back to you. That's why when I leave messages, I try to really be careful how I'm sharing my messages, what I'm saying. And everything's done with thought. Everything's done with precision. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Precision. Everything's done with, insight. To open up people's insight and minds. But I'm doing this and sharing my expression, my experiences, my consciousness and awareness with you to open up your mind. To realize, to imagine. So again, anything that's being done to you in the astral realms that you're not forcing, you're possibly, again, astral traveling to other realms, seeing other beings, seeing other worlds. When it's not intercepted with the dark energies, projecting energies. If you are astral traveling and it's meant for you to see, God will let you see what your enemies are doing behind your back, what they're saying, what they're planning and plotting on you, what they're doing behind the scenes in the dark. Your light is shining in the astral realms to see what they're doing, to see who they truly are, to see what they're projecting. Since they want to be in your energy or in my energy so damn bad. And when you see energies and what people are doing, that means your ancestors, the higher beings, the higher realms, is also seeing it because they're showing you. So in that beginning of the pictures where you saw that higher beings, the aliens, watching and observing and looking at the young girl, and now it became the younger lady. Again, you could be, again, astral projecting. This is showing a woman astral projecting into other realms. That's like her light body, her spirit body. Or literally, someone could be levitating. Okay, if I'm saying the word right. If your energy is that high, you could be, or maybe in the future that could be happening, you can elevate in that way by levitating. In your sleep. But signs that I was seeing again from last week, I was seeing moths. Okay, so again, people are attracted to your energy collective. Maybe you're attracting people and you're like a moth. I mean, they're like a moth and you're the flame. You're realizing who are moths and who are butterflies. They're showing themselves. You're seeing people's true colors. Also, that can represent you seeing, like I said, what's being done in the dark comes to light. Moths, they love the dark. They're beautiful species, but they also love the dark. And they try to, and not just try, they go towards the light. So you could have people, or a collective, you could be taking people out of the dark. Okay, you're being that guide, leading them to the light. You're being that butterfly. In spite of my title saying shush on that woman, shush. Okay, again, other things I was seeing, you see my title there, the name of my post. I was seeing skeletons. With the bones that cross behind the skeleton head. So again, if people is sending death magic, death spells, black magic, or they're working with dead spirits, dead entities, or they're working in the dirt of the dead. This card is standing out to me. I'm looking at it. It says karma. Karma is going to occur. And I have a return to senders that's sticking out to me. Okay, it's returning back to them. Okay. I just got this saying that just came to me. But it happens, it occurs. It's the saying that we used to say when we was younger, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I literally heard that in my sleep a month or two ago. So I don't know if someone is using that as a mantra or they're literally using that as they dibble and dabble into divination, abusing it, abusing the unknown, the darkness, the spiritual realms. Karma is coming to those people, to those groups, to those occults, to the covens, to those societies, to those elites. It's coming. Karma is coming to those groups, those corporations, that type of class. And if it's dealing with the celebrity realms, it's coming to them too. Especially if they're trying to siphon, harvest, or manipulate the energies. Okay? Of us normal folks. Collective, from my pictures here, you are seeing an eclipse. With you astral projecting, you could be experiencing, again, your frequency rising high. I don't know if you're getting shock, you know, the electric shocks that you receive when you're walking on carpet or just walking around and you just shock yourself. Again, your frequency is raising, you are elevating, as you see in this picture. I also saw a witch sign on a broom. Okay, and then I saw a lady holding a black cat. So someone could have animals. Maybe someone was sacrificing animals. You know, cats are the bridge between the underworld and the 3D realms. Okay, so someone could be using a cat as a what did they say, as a human sacrifice, using it to see, using it to abuse or help them to abuse divination, or they're sacrificing cats. Someone could also have a cat as a protector. Someone could have a cat in a spiritual realm that is protecting them, as in the ancient realms. Okay, if they're on your side and you're not abusing divination, okay, the ancient realms could be protecting you, of Basset, Setmek, okay, those goddess could be protecting and watching over your family and just over you, collective. But this is referring to, again, groups, covens, occults, all the corporates I mentioned. That is abusing the spiritual realms. That is abusing the astral plane. That is abusing the dead, not letting it rest, not respecting the dead and the realms of the underworld. Because I said I saw a witch on a broom. So these are energies that are witches, possibly warlocks. That's a part of these corporates. That's a part of the covens. That's a part of the ones that are abusing divination and spirituality. Other things that I saw was, I actually experienced. It wasn't from me, but it was just of the energy around me. Again, I'm not going through this now, but I have in the past, of experiencing DV. Someone could be experiencing that at this present time. I'm not wishing it upon you. I'm not projecting it, but it happens in many ways. People that you surround yourself around, you got engaged with, married with, got in a situationship with, that you're currently with in a relationship or you're dating, you know, they don't show their true colors until later on. Maybe they're showing their true colors now. And it's not making you feel welcome. It's not making you feel safe, secure, comfortable. My encouragement is to get out the best way you can if you are in a DV situation, because these are energies that are very emotionally manipulative. Okay? Very emotionally manipulative, and they will show that to you from the beginning. Whether it's a man with a female, female with a man, or the same sex. And it starts with your mind. They manipulate you, confirmation, with your mind, then it gets to your heart. But definitely your mind. Okay? When they can emotionally get you, emotionally abuse you, emotionally keep you trapped, keep you stuck and stagnant. Okay? I've experienced this in my lifetime and also and throughout my childhood. This don't even have to be specifically with just a person you're dating or you love. This could stem from your family, parental figures, okay? Friends, people you grew up with, people you was raised around with, use manipulative, narcissistic tactics, behavior, okay? This is energy I was feeling that is mentally unstable. This could stem from your work environment with co-workers. No matter what title they have. They can have management, supervisor, or it can come down to, again, your co-workers, the associates. These are energies that are mentally unstable. They see something in you, collective. You're shining your light in the darkness. You're shining your light on what needs to be shined. You're shining your light within yourself. You possibly enjoy your work environment, and you have someone trying to disturb your peace, disturb your place, your position, disturb your productivity by being mentally abusive, by being emotionally and mentally disruptive, mentally and emotionally harsh. I call those trolls. They are trolls that lives under the bridge, collective. You're trying to cross the damn bridge and they're being trolls in your life. I just heard earlier, before I was going to deliver this message, you carrying yourself on your mission, on your purpose. Maybe it's a passion project or a passion mission that you're focusing on. You have things in your backpack or just within your heart space. You have a purpose, and people, place, and things, no matter where you are, is trying to distract your mission, your purpose, your frequency, your light, your life overall with their shenanigans. These are trolls that lives under the bridge. Their spirit, their energy, you possibly could feel that. They want to troll everything you do, everything you say, everywhere you go. These are energies that have a trolling spirit. They want to be the center of attention or of attraction. These are self-seeking, self-righteous, energies, privileged energies, no matter what race you are, but you know what I mean by privilege. Think about it. Energies that want to just be so demanding, want to be so greedy, want to suck up your energy, your attention, want to know everything you're doing. No, these energies, these trolls, need to stay in their lane. You're possibly speaking out and speaking up because you're tired of being trolled. You're tired of these energies, whether it's on your workplace, whether it's on, if you have a social platform or media, you know what I mean? You are working on cutting these energies out of your aura space, off of your social media, but also out of your life. How? By minding your business, staying in your lane, but you possibly are speaking out, putting people and energies, entities, whatever, in their place by speaking out and speaking up. So that could be happening, collective. Yeah. You possibly are experiencing witchy supervisors, witchy management, witchy parental figures, warlock parental figures, witchy and warlock friends, witchy and warlock companions, people you married, people you're in a connection or relationship with, situationship with, neighbors. You are seeing through the fog. You're seeing through the darkness because you are the light, collective. This message may not pertain to everybody, but you are seeing it. You have possibly seen the galaxy in your dreams, pictured yourself, felt yourself in space. I've said this before. Your mind is expanding, is what's happening, collective. Your frequency is expanding. You are rising. At the same time, you have energies trying to keep you down to their level or get down to their level. They don't want to see that dark come out of you, collective. It would be like space without stars and the moons and the planets if they want to see your darkness come out of you. And I don't think they want that. But some of them just might receive it. Some of them maybe have experienced it because that's what they wanted. And it's not a good look when that comes out. Am I right, collective? So again, you could be experiencing co-worker trolls, witchy supervisors, warlock and witches of within your family line. This can also stem from, again, from your bloodline, from your just friends, ex-friends, from your neighborhood. You're seeing things, collective. You're seeing through things. Okay? Again, this could have stemmed from when you was a childhood. You believed in imaginary friends. You still do. If your heart is open and it's not closed off, if your mind is open and it imagines, it visions, you know what I mean? It visions another world, possibly out there. You have, and I don't know, this may not pertain to everybody, you may have a dragon, the astral realms of the spiritual animals, spiritual realms protecting you. That could involve dragons. Again, I was seeing dragon tattoos a lot. So again, the colors that you could be seeing is of blues, of purple, of greens, of yellow, of browns. You may have dragon as a spirit guide, as a protector. In the astral realms. As a guardian, watching over you, collective. Okay. People want to send a lot of projections of bad juju. Maybe of sexual energies they was trying to send to you. Of a sex demon they're trying to send to you, collective. Your ears could have been ringing, left or right, definitely from your right side, of light but high-pitched sounds. You could be drawn to want to watch a lot of movies dealing with dragons. I may be referring to someone that has dragon tattoos, moth tattoos, butterfly tattoos, skeleton bones tattoos. Someone possibly have went to a voodoo priest or priestess that works with the divination, the darkness, that abuses divination, the underworld, that possibly work with bones. I've seen that in my past dreams too, seeing someone working with bones. Trying to stir up some mess. I literally saw signs as in numbers. 911. I was supposed to send this message out, but I had to gather more information. Okay? So this message was really meant to come out. This is a warning to your oppressors. This is a warning to the trolls. This is a warning to the witches and warlocks, covens and occults, to the elites, to those type of societies. This is a warning. And they're trying to shush me. Okay. So again, you could have been seeing 911, 222s, 111s, collective, 123, 1234, 333. I've been seeing a lot of 444s collective. I'm protected. You're definitely protected. I've seen 144. I've seen 666. I've seen 999s. 404. Definitely protected. I know I am. Again, you possibly was hearing just a lot of spicy time with other people. If you live in an apartment, my gosh, collective. Or you just traveling to do your errands and you chill somewhere, you're hearing people having spicy time. Again, it's a lot of sex demon, sex energy going around that is just running rampant. That is in high demand. Vamp energies trying to grape, you know what I mean, your energy in the dreams, in the astral plane, or just trying to remind you, you know what I mean, the demonic energies, the sex demons, all around, just trying to remind you of the thought, trying to remind you of the frequency and sounds, trying to remind you of what you possibly are missing out, trying to remind you of how it feels and how it sounds. It's that deep, collective. I don't know. Are you celibate? I know I am. I'm not ashamed to say it. I had my share. I had my taste. I had my flavors. I've been all around the world to my point of view or time. Okay, and experience what I needed to experience, what I wanted to experience. Are you celibate? I'm telling you, these energies are running rampant because you're holding yourself accountable. You are self-control. You are forbidden to those sex entities and demons that are trying to project. People are projecting those on you, or they're trying to attach. They're trying to grape your energy within the astral realms or just within your daily life of what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, the energies going on and happening around you of people's domestic situations, trying to involve you. You're trying to be not associated or affiliated with nothing, with nobody's shenanigans. You want to remain anonymous to all that energy and chaos going around. My gosh, collective. These dreams, again, that you could be having, it feels so real. Because it is. It is. Don't ignore what you're feeling. Don't ignore what you're seeing. Don't ignore what you're experiencing. Don't ignore what the universe, aka God, and your spiritual family is showing you. What you're seeing in the dark as well as within the light. Again, you could have a dragon spirit watching over you. Maybe you're calling in a dragon spirit to be your protector, to watch over you, to be your guardian. I'm going to go ahead in between the pictures. I'm going to express and explain those more as they continue to play. But that was my experience, collective. Those were my dreams and downloads. Those were the signs that I saw of the energy I was feeling from the collective perspective, as well as what I've been experiencing, what I've witnessed, what I saw. My right ear just like it closed a little bit. So energies around that I'm feeling right now. I don't know. November could be significant to someone in a collective of last year, of maybe what you have experienced till now. Thanksgiving could be significant, collective. Again, you are opening up portals, hopefully for your highest good, collective. You're being intentional on what you're doing, moving forward, where you want to go, maybe where your focus is going or headed to. You're changing your focus. You're changing your mindset. You're changing a lot of things within your life. Starting today, you're changing a lot of things, little at a time. Slowly but surely, you're changing. And it feels like, again, the opposing energies, the opposing realms is battling. They're fighting. The light and dark is fighting to keep you where you are as you continue to push through, push on through, moving forward to where you want to be, collective. They're fighting. The realms are fighting. Okay. So, again, those are my dreams and downloads of what I have encountered, what I've seen, what I experienced. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my tarot decks. I have a few here. Again, karma was sticking out to me. So let's pull from that deck. Karma is happening. Whoa. Collective. So it's right behind it. It literally showed. And this is from my... what deck is this from? This was from my... my other deck. I don't want to say. Oh, no. From my Tell It Like It Is. This is from my Tell It Like It Is deck. I'm pulling from karma is occurring. It will occur to your oppressors, to the energies that want to keep you stuck and stagnant. Okay. After I pulled karma, underneath it, it showed dark witches. It said I heard witches laughing 3 times, saying, nah, nah, nah. Yeah, these are energies that, again, behind my karma card, it says toxic divination. These are energies that are abusing divination. I'm telling you, vamps came out after that. Exactly what I've been saying. My gosh, collective. These are dark witches and vamp energies. Energy vamps that create nasty soul ties. They want to try to continuously keep you in a mind state, mind frame. They want to continue to have some type of attachment to you. But again, but God, you know what I mean? But your ancestors and spirit guides. They have another outcome of what's going to occur to those energies. Yeah, these are energies that are fools. They went for fool's gold. They went for things that were shiny. Okay, you're not going for fool's gold. It's showing upside down. You're not going for the fool's gold again. You're wide awake, or you are awakening. Okay, you're seeing things for what they are, people for who they are, things for who they are and what they are. Okay, you're not falling for the shiny syndrome, is what it says back here in this card. My gosh. The grays came out on my card. Whoa, collective. It literally says here, the Zeta Grays. So you could be of a star seed, or you have star seeds that are watching over you and protecting you. Exactly what my message has been saying is what's coming out in these cards. That's crazy. So you could be experiencing supernatural occurrences. The Zeta Grays, they like to do a vital scan of your identity. They want to learn you, like I said. They don't want to harm you. I'm not saying that's all Zeta Gray or just all gray aliens. There's good and bad, even in the astral plane and the astral realms. Okay? But the grays I'm talking about, they like to heal. Okay? These are healing aliens, healing higher beings. And they use their hands, collective. Okay? Zeta Gray aliens, they are the guardians of peace. Their agenda to protect and to guide. Their telepathic is how they communicate to you through your brain and throat. That is connected. They are sensitive starseeds. Okay? While they process a lot because they are observant. A lot of humans and their identity. So yeah, they like to observe the human identity. As they feel and process information, they are gentle, kind, and very neutral beings. They are advanced, loving, and warming, and a aloof type of beings, type of aliens. They are distant with their characteristics. So you may have bumped into people that are, or people that look at you, collective, as aloof. Okay? They could be looking at you as an alien. They could be looking at you as some type of being, not from this planet, not from this world, not from this realm. Either they are experiencing that now, or they looked at you at that in the past of your character and of just who you are. But again, collective, you may have experienced some type of connection from the higher realms, okay, from higher beings. Okay, so that is from my Tell Like It Is deck. I'm going to stop it there and go into, this is sticking out to me. Yeah, these are lost tarot readers that possibly have been abusing divination, abusing a gift that is not given to many, a gift that is given to a selected few, that is given the credit, given the permission, given the right of way to do. And you can tell by the readings you receive from tarot readers who are gifted, who are meant to be on there and sharing their message. You could tell by the messages they give, okay, that they were given the credit, they were given the right, the ranking. The ones that are abusing divinations are the one that is lost, are the ones you're possibly seeing in your dreams, are the ones that, again, that is not of good energy. That's not giving a good message. That's not being authentic. Okay. So this came out, lost tarot readers from Tarot Land. They're being exposed because they are karmic, toxic, as ever, readers. And they're possibly on their channel exposing and putting either me, or if you have a social media account, it don't have to just be in tarot. You could be a spiritual being, okay? Speaking your truth, shining your light, being creative, expressing yourself. And you have other tarot readers that are bitter, that's possibly been on this journey or been on this platform for a long time, or they're new and they're trying to find a come up. Okay, and they're going after authentic tarot readers, okay, to have a come up. Pretty much. Blessings upon you, collective. If you are up in the upright, blessings is going to occur upon you, showing seeds being dropped down in the soil, okay, and water. So remember to continue, collective, to add and incorporate vegetables as well as water within your eating routine. But yeah, blessings is happening upon you, whether it's spiritually, but as well as physically. Because what happens, what goes up comes down, and what comes down goes up. It's like what is it? I'm seeing 8 in my vision, my third eye here, of the eternal energy. Okay? Eternal could be significant, that word. Aries came out. Yeah, you're focusing on yourself, your body, your image, your health, your talent, career, and lifestyle. Okay? Again, by you dreaming and just focusing on yourself, you could have Aries in your chart. This could be an Aries that's part of the corporate or the shenanigans that's happening behind the scenes, or you're tapping into this Aries energy, collective, okay, of focusing on yourself. Yeah, reprogramming your childhood, reprogramming your life, reprogramming yourself. It says here, reprogram the person childhood and its effects, outer manners, health, and issues. This is what you're focusing on. Reprogramming, confirmation. And in the background, energies are trying to keep you stuck and stagnant in the oppressing type of phase or period or time you went through in your life, maybe in your childhood life. That's dealing with your health and outer manners and just your childhood issues. They're trying to keep you stuck and stagnant in that timeline, that frequency. This could be Aries that's again doing it. Yeah, it's referring to kitchen witches. They could live in the South because it's showing here Popeye's logo. Someone could love eating chicken, whether it's your oppressor people or you, collective. You know, you'll pop some fried chicken. At times, out of the blue, you'll have a taste of craving for Popeye's chicken. Maybe these are energies that are projecting for you to eat not so healthy, because it literally said here, health and issues. You're reprogramming that. These are energies trying to program you to eat bad. Okay, you can spoil yourself once in a blue in moderation, but they want you to spoil yourself every day and be eating bad. Why? Because these are energies that also eat bad themselves. That's why they're in a low frequency. What they eat don't make you shit, collective. You probably have been shitting a lot. And if you have, you're detoxifying the frequency, the negative energies, and nasty entities, parasites possibly. You are releasing and detoxificating your body. And that's a good thing. And you're probably shitting out the projections people are throwing. I'm just being so real. Oh my gosh. Burning rituals. Yeah, these are energies that want to throw in petitions. They want to throw in burning petitions against you, collective. Your ancestors and spirit guides, you are saying let it burn. Okay? Their petitions, let it burn. Because they're going to burn along in hell with whatever they're sending and projecting onto you, onto me, collective. It's going to go down with them in hell. As you possibly are burning, I don't know, incense, your cleansing tools to cleanse the energy. You don't necessarily have to burn paper, but you're burning things to fight against and fight off, war off those energies, the opposing ones. You are setting intentions just as much as they are setting intentions, but your intentions is different. And it's working, collective. It is working. It is cutting energetic toxic cords and ties. As you continue to cleanse your space and energy, that's encouragement too. That is what it's doing. The opposing energies, of course, they want to continue to have some type of connection to you, energetically, as well as physically and spiritually. But you are cutting it, okay, as they're trying to attach. It literally says here, health and fitness goals. You are working on your health and fitness goals. Maybe you're looking into natural substance, natural tools to help you with your body, mind, spirit, and soul. Again, the first house came out. These are energies, the opposing energies that are coming up against you. They're not working on that. But you are, collective. Whoever this relates to, they're trying to affect your first house. But you're working on, again, changing it up some way, somehow. And they can feel it. They know. because nothing is working out for them on their end. It is being returned to the source and senders it came from. Collective. As you continue to elevate, as your frequency continue to expand, as you continue to rise high, whether it's in the astral plane or in the physical realms. It literally says here, high vibes. You're focusing on keeping your energy high. Okay? Your health and fitness, your lifestyle clean. Again, you're looking into herbalists or herbalistic things. Again, you could be having the higher realms of higher beings coming to you, visiting you because of your frequency, because of your ascension to rise. Your vibes. They're coming to you. I could be speaking to a Leo, or Leos are the corporate of the groups I've mentioned that are doing the shenanigans. Or you could be going into the Leo energy, focusing on fun, focusing on creativity, focusing on being childlike, as in your energy, not being childish. Okay? Let's correct that. You're focusing on, again, your creativity. What can you do to create? What can you do to elevate? What can you do to add more fun in your life? Maybe you're looking into adding or incorporating music. You're going into just events or functions that incorporate some soothing music, elevating music. Okay? Maybe you're looking into going into a business enterprise that involves art and music. Maybe you're looking into joining a book group or association. You're looking into things that will pleasure your frequency, that will pleasure your senses, collective. Okay, for your highest good. Whether that's dealing with holidays or with hobbies. Okay? And again, the opposing energies don't want you to raise your frequency, so they want to attack your first and fifth house. You could be also seeing 555s a lot, 15. You're focusing on your business, collective. Capricorn came out. Your 10th house, you could be seeing 10. Okay? Endings and beginnings, collective. Okay, so earth signs is what I'm seeing here, and fire signs. They could be the corporates involved in those occult groups, involved in the shenanigans, or I'm speaking to, okay, the signs of the earth and of fire. Okay, they're possibly using those elements to attack you. Collective, you're using those elements for your highest good. They're not. Someone is trying to affect your 10th house. Okay, could be a Capricorn. Capricorn represents the devil. You're literally focusing on your goals, your ambition, your status. Okay, and these energies want you to stoop down to a lower level. You can't rise higher than them. You can't elevate higher than them. Okay, this could be of parental figures, jealous. These are parental figures that possibly wanted to live through you, literally, physically and spiritually, wanted to control your life. This could be also talking about just authority figures overall. Stems from home, stems from your parental upbringing. But this can also trickle over to your business life, your personal life, your work life with authority figures. The government, public business. So your 10th house. It says here that your talent is being or has been discovered. So someone is looking at you, collective, if you're putting yourself out there. Again, if you have a social media presence like me, it's being discovered. Hopefully by the right people. We have to all use our discernment and intuition, our instincts. our higher guidance, to see who belongs, to see who we're going to give our energy to. Extend, you know what I mean, our mind, body, spirit, and soul. Extend our time, our energy. But it's saying here, your talent is being or has been discovered. That is beautiful. Okay. Again, you could have had ex-neighbors, high school, childhood friends coming up against you. Clique groups, groupies. Okay. Low vibrational, jealous, sidekicks, gold diggers that were dramatic, nosy, want what you have because they lack personality and identity. They're resentful. Okay. They want to gain, again, the outside approval, validation. So they want to be clickbaits. They are the third party interference that are obsessed. They are followers and not leaders. They're jealous. They could be watching me. They could be watching you, collective, on everything you do, every step you make, everything that you just create. They're watching. People are watching. And the right people, again, is seeing your talent, and it has been discovered. This picture right here is showing an external guardian of the light. You could have gained this. Again, this is piggybacking off of my previous message. You could have gained a guardian, an external guardian of the light. Okay. They do have a book series in regards to that title, the external guardian of the light. But I'm referring to, in a spiritual realm, from a higher perspective, I'm referring to a guardian that is here to protect your innocence, to protect your inner holiness. You're on your spiritual path. That's the guardian I'm talking about. This is a guardian that will fight for you from the fight against these parasitic beings. Okay? And help and conquer the fight between parasitic beings and other dimensions. For you, collective. As you astral travel, you're possibly fighting along with them. You could be a spiritual warrior. As you travel through time and space, collective. It says swaddle up, swaddle up, swaddle up, swaddle up. It said no one is safe. So you're swaddling up. Your ancestors in spiritual realms, spiritual guides, this external guardian of light, holding a sword, he is saying no one is safe. And the astral realm that's trying to come up against you as you travel, as you try to explore and experience other realms and other lives, people are trying to impede, invade energies and entities. They said they're not safe. This is what it says here in my card. They are here to cut ties, cut the throats. They're not taking no bullshit. These guardians, they're gigantic beings. Just imagine you standing in the snow. That's how tall they are. You're standing at their feet. That is how freaking tall they are. You probably got a cut off savage game going on, collective, at this time. You're cutting off people with their shenanigans because you don't have time. You don't have time to play. Okay, your ancestors is with the shits, is what it says here. They're swallowing up in the spiritual realms for you, collective, because you're making boss moves. At this time, you don't got the patience for no childish play, no childish games. This is the energy you possibly have been in. As you're moving forward, you're looking at things for what it is. It is what it is. You're forgetting what is behind and you're staring towards what is ahead. And your ancestors and spirit guides, the spiritual realm, and the guardian angel you gained is saying, swaddle up. They don't have no time to play. These are energies that wanted to eat their cake. Have your cake. Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, anime. These are energies that wanted to have their cake and eat it too. That's what it says here. With their yellow teeth. This is in reference to Turner and Ike. Again, the domestic energy. They want to surround you in, or you're experiencing that you have in your past or of your present. My encouragement is to get out so you can survive. You can live again. You can breathe. You can think with your own mind and with your own life. That's what Tina Turner had to do. If she would have stayed in there, she would have been dead ahead of time. From her spirit, mind, body, spirit, and soul before her physical. Lord, have mercy. These are energies that want to play both sides. They want to be in between the sheets as well as in between the time and the meantime energy. Okay, having sexual encounters. They want to, have you in between the sheets in regards to that while they're in a relationship or a situationship or in a marriage or in just other third-party connections. They want you to be still part of that cake, part of that clique, part of that group, part of that society, a part of that occult, or coven. These are energies that want you to continue to hustle backwards. They want you to be variety, okay, because they believe that is the spice of life. You don't want to be a part of nobody's variety. You want to be someone's main priority and main dish, main freaking entree and appetizer. Not just the cake. That is the benefit. My gosh. These are energies that wanted a piece of the pie. We finally got a piece of the pie. Yeah, you're moving on up, collective. That came off of the episode of Jefferson. If you do remember that, George Jefferson. Someone's name could be of the G or a J. They want a piece of the pie. This can be referring to physically. Want to be a part of your new life, your new energy, your new frequency in the spiritual realm, energetically. They want to have the piece of the pie. They want a slice. I could refer to a Gemini. Communication and local matters. They want to affect your communication and local matters. Again, in the beginning of my picture, the title there, you see a girl holding her mouth. These are energies that want you to be quiet. They want to put their finger on your lips to tell you to shut up, be quiet. They possibly sending shut up spells, doing shut up magic. My gosh, this can be referring to sibling figures. Again, neighborhoods or neighbors came out. Wow. Work friendships. Wow. Also the local or people within your local area where you live. Okay. You're focused on your education, local travel, maybe short journeys within your transportation. These are energies that wanted to affect your education, you moving forward in your mind, moving forward with your progress, your productivity, with your travel, whether it's short or long journeys. Okay, this can be talking about metaphorically as of your energy, let alone on the 3D realms. Wow, it literally talks about work friendships. So on the workforce, within your personal life, within your family life, within your neighborhood life. your friendship life. They wanted to affect your third house, keep you quiet. You follow their rules and nothing else. It's their way or the highway type of energy. I don't think so. This could be literally a Gemini, a part of the shenanigans, that wants to be a troll under the bridge, that wants to hover over you and over your energy. Return their ass back to where they belong, which is under the bridge. My gosh. So you could be seeing 333s a lot. I'm going to stop there with that deck. You see this picture here? My gosh. This is showing a higher being of the light and the dark. You see my title there. I only read part of my title when I was expressing it. But you're the bridge, collective, possibly God's bridge, of the new world. The new world order. You are here to awaken. And the awaken may not go as well, as smooth like it should. It's going to awaken some folks that's been asleep, that's been in the dark, that still wants to sleep under the bridge, that still wants to remain asleep, that still wants to sleep on you. As you awaken, it is awakening the dark to come out to the light. It is awakening the light to shine upon the darkness. It is awakening you to set the boundaries. It is awakening you to bring order into the chaos. It is awakening you to speak up and to speak your mind. It is awakening you to stand in your authority and leadership, to stand in your power and your grace, and still show fire, to still show compassion. But it is awakening you to show respect upon yourself. And it's awakening others to see, and for them to respect that. And if they don't respect that, it is awakening you to show the other side of you. That's going to call judgment. That white side, it looks angelic, right? That's the good side. But there's also another side. This is reminding me the colors of the yin-yang sign. One brings order. One brings light. The other brings darkness, judgment. You're balancing that within yourself, collective. But let me go ahead and elaborate more on this character in the scenes you're seeing here. This is a celestial warrior. Again, they help with balancing of the light and the darkness. This could represent a high angelic being watching over you, that's helping you balance your light and darkness. That is helping you to bring order to the chaos within your life, outside of you, and within you, externally, collective. It says, this is a being of divine power, and the shadow she stands between is showing between worlds, welding and glowing the blade of pure energy. Her black wings expresses the ethereal, as the white gown embodies the external struggle between chaos and order. With the unwavering gaze, she prepares to strike. She prepares to strike as the guardian of fate and of force beyond your comprehension. My gosh, collective. Maybe someone's looking at you like that, as that. You calling judgment. You calling divine intervention. if you have that authority and right, that ranking in the spiritual realms, especially if someone comes up against you and you have given mercy, you have shown mercy, it is their fate by force, by other forces that are protecting you. It is by their fate, beyond comprehension on what they're going to receive. And a picture from my card that I expressed earlier, it's karma. As you return those energies back to where they belong. That other picture that you saw of the wolf was reminding me of Hecate a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and elaborate. You may have seen in your past, maybe of your present, the spirit of a wolf. Okay, maybe of, again, angels. From another realm. Hecate. Okay. Her origin was of an ancient goddess. Okay, possibly from the Tracanian, predating from the Olympians, daughter of the Titans and Perses, and that is the father and the mother of Astrea. Okay. What she, it says, I was reading this, it said here, she was originally a powerful Titan. She was the guardian of boundaries and transitioning, and in the unseen world. Okay, that later depicted her as a malevolent witch. And when I read that, I was thinking of the Malevolent movie with Angela Jolie. So someone's name could start for A or J again. A malevolent witch. Someone could be calling you a malevolent witch or warlock if you're of the good energy, higher frequency, with the right intentions. Someone could be calling you a malevolent witch because they can't take advantage of you. They don't have power over you. It says here, her worship linked to witchcraft and spiritual guidance, which continues today. Her role in navigating life in between moments and of hidden knowledge. Someone could be trying to abuse her energy, but Hecate is her own being that is in the underworld. She's in all worlds, of the underworld, of the spiritual, on the earth plane, and again in underworld. She is her own being. You can't manipulate that energy. My gosh. It also said that she has helped in the past. She was known for helping Demeter in the search of Persephone, leading her through the underworld with torches. So that has a significance in my message. Again, with the underworld and just being the light in the darkness. But again, Hecate, she helped lead. Okay, Greek mythology, she helped lead the earth. She helped lead the spirit of the earth, Mother Nature. She helped guide Demeter through the underworld to look for her daughter, which was Persephone, that was trying to be controlled and raped and imprisoned by Hades. I left a message in regards to that. I did like a visual clip on choosing your love partner. I'll have that link down below. But that story's in there too, about Hades and Persephone. So that is significant in this message. Someone is trying to keep you prisoned. Someone was trying to be the Hades in your world or in your life. They're trying to resurrect themselves as you're trying to move forward and grow and bloom and bring life into others as well as to yourself, they're trying to keep you locked down. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. I don't think so. You have turned over a new leaf, collective. My gosh. Lord have mercy. Okay, so it says here, again, she helped lead Demeter in search of Persephone, leading her through the underworld with torches, with the light. Hecate, her appearance literally is shown as a triple goddess. She'll have 3 heads, or like 3 faces. And she's holding her iconic tools, which would be keys, the torch, and of her dogs. Okay. Those symbols, as in the keys, are referring to light the way. Her keys, well, that'll be the torch, sorry, that she's holding is to light the way. The keys would be representing unlocking the secrets. Okay, and the dogs are representing as her companions and protectors. And animals that she would sacrifice would be of snakes or the moon. Those are her tools. Those are her symbols you'll see her holding or surrounding her. Okay. Someone's trying to unlock secrets, but she's blocking it. Especially if you have a good soul. Hecate is blocking these energies and entities, demonic energies of the underworld, as that are not for your highest good, as well as on these spiritual plane and earthly realms, on the 3D realms. She is blocking anything and anyone in the dark or light that is not serving your highest good and my highest good from secrets. They want to unlock your secrets. They want to unlock your Akashic records. I don't think so. I don't think so. She will sell those. She would send her hellhounds at your enemies, at these entities and energies, before they get to you. My gosh, collective. She's here to guide you through, again, transitioning. And it doesn't have to be in regards to death. You know, you transitioning from life to death. This can just be of like you transitioning overall, going into a new phase in your life. You know, embracing change. In your awakened life is what I'm referring to, collective. Okay. She also offers protection, wisdom, and knowledge of hidden things, bridging the realms of heaven, earth, and the underworld. Okay, a lot of people try to abuse her energy because of her power and because of her knowledge of the realms of the heaven, earth, and underworld. A lot of people try to suck up to her energy just for that greed, just for that knowledge, just for that gift, just to see, just to use. But Hecate, I'm telling you, that energy knows. That energy is smarter than the average bear, smarter than the average human entity energy, and she will make the call. She will make the judgment. She will protect who she wants to protect, and she will not protect who she don't want to protect. So you can call on her for that protection, collective, is what I'm saying. My gosh. Again, she's about devoting her honor and what is it? Embracing change, exploring intuition. This could be you, collective, doing that. Okay, but she's also about working with themes and of boundaries and of inner power, often through rituals and dream work and divination. These are what people are trying to use Hecate for. Okay, for no apparent good reason. And again, that all can turn around bad on someone that is abusing these goddess and gods for their own selfish needs, not for their highest good. It can turn around bad on people, occult to covens. There's always a price to pay, consequences to face. You could be male or female. It's showing a male, it's showing a female here, but you could be, again, a rising phoenix, in spite of everything that has occurred from your past and of your present. You could be earning your wings spiritually. It's showing in the physical by just certain sensations you're feeling within your body, just how you've been feeling for your highest good. Maybe what you're going through within your elevation or your ascensions. You getting more knowledgeable, seeking more knowledge for your highest good, being a word of wisdom to yourself as well as to others. Doing things with pure intentions for your highest good, good intentions for your highest good. You are a phoenix rising from the ashes that people try to burn you. People try to frame you. People try to put you under the bus. People try to harm you. In the spiritual realms as well as the physical. And you remain and continue to get up. You continue to rise. No matter what. No matter what you have gone through, you continue to rise. You continue to be that external, eternal flame that burns within your mind, body, spirit, and soul in the midst of the chaos, in the midst of the darkness. You see this picture here? It is showing literally an individual, a silhouette of an individual, female, rising with the wings. Like an eagle, you are rising, collective, out of the ashes. Ooh, my gosh. You are mounting up. Let me go ahead and pull from my other decks. It literally says here, Commander Esther. I'm pulling from my angel decks. Angels among us. Yeah. And it's literally showing the gray aliens, the gray higher beings on his shirt. It says 26. So you could be seeing a lot of 8s, or you could be seeing 26. This could be somebody birth date, possibly age, 62. That can reverse to that. Commander Esther, Starseed, is showing Saturn behind Commander Esther. So again, there's lessons that are being learned. There are lessons that are going on. People are experiencing. There are lessons people have to experience to learn that they haven't learned from previous, maybe from past life or from present time, present moment. People are still learning lessons because the Saturn planet came out, and the Saturn will teach you lessons. They will test to see if you've learned your lessons from past or from previous, present. Space travel. I talked about traveling, astral projections. Commander Esther is watching over The enemies, people that are coming into your energy and force field, trying to astral travel, astral project, trying to astral invade. Commander Esther is on deck. This is a galactic guide. My gosh, collective. My gosh. Whoa, Archangel Shamiel came out. Right behind. Showing unconditional love. I talked about a galactic guide earlier in my message. You saw the picture. Again, piggybacking off of my message previously of you earning a guide, a galactic being, a higher realm guide, watching and protecting over you. Fives, I mentioned fives. You could be seeing that a lot. You are showing yourself unconditional love, or this is encouragement to show yourself unconditional love, collective. Whoa, I just realized on the Commander Esther, other planets is showing, this looks like Jupiter, and it looks like, yeah, blessings is coming. As you continue to move forward, collective, blessings is coming to you, and these are opposing energies and people that are trying to disrupt your frequency, your energy, just everything that's going on in your life. They're trying to disrupt the flow. But Commander Esther is saying, not this one. Not this one within my collective. Not this person. Not this star seed. You could be a star seed, collective. You're awakening to that. I just looked at my picture from my new deck I created that I posted in my shorts you saw. It says wide awaken. You are awake. And I've been hearing this song, I'm wide awake. And I'm trying to think who sings that. I just kept hearing it today. I'm wide awake. You are wide awake. Your name could start with her name, who I'm referring to. She sings that other song. Do you want to play with magic? You should be knowing what you're falling for. I'm telling you. People are falling for what they're playing with. They're going to be stuck and dragged down to hell where they belong because they want to play with magic. Okay, outer worldly energies or encounters you may have experienced in your past, maybe of your present or in the moment. Okay, they will come to those who they need to come to, that they're intrigued by, that they want to learn by, that they're influenced by. Other higher beings will come to those. You don't have to force that energy to come to you. They will come to you. So you're wide awake. It says here, spiritual awakening. The veil is thin. You are revealing the truth, identity of yourself, or the alien encounters is revealing the true identity of you, collective. It literally says here, EMF, electric frequency. You could be experiencing that from my wide awakened card. Outer worldly encounters. Alien encounters of the white energy, of the white light, of ET energy. You could be experiencing of the dark encounters as well. Collective. Again, there's a balance. Angelic encounters you could have experienced or may have experienced or will experience. Okay, it's showing a female in a bed with her third eye wide open. Pulsating. Shining like a light bulb in the darkness as you're sleeping. Maybe being activated. It says the celestial realms or ancient beings or of angel wings of the that is protecting you. Okay, archangels could be protecting you. Okay, you could be a super empath. Again, you are self-aware, collective. My gosh, this may not pertain to everybody. It's showing a person here with their eyes closed, but their third eye is open. And it's showing a vision of them maybe appearing in other past lives. So it's showing the Ankh and pyramids. Maybe again you could have, and you'll see in the screen coming up soon, an ancient past life, an ancient past time that you may have lived. This may not pertain to everybody, collective. As well as you lived in a confirmation in a dragon realm, the dragon world. But here we go. The ancient times you may have lived in that past life. You have open awareness, or you are awakened to your subconscious that was unconscious, collective. You're being enlightened. Your third eye, again, is being awakened. Maybe through meditation, you're doing that. Or it's happening in the astral realm as you sleep. This is of a God conscious collective. And again, you are self-aware of the higher realms of yourself and you time traveling. Okay. Maybe they're showing you light codes. Again, the EFT. You could be doing EFT tapping. Again, you are a rising phoenix. On this picture, I showed a rising phoenix bird riding through the fire. It showed in my screen's previous picture you saw of a female rising as the fire. The blackness you see on my picture where it says rising phoenix, the black is also representing the shadow energies. They're watching and seeing you rise like a phoenix from the ashes. The black could also represent the ashes. You could be having orbs encounters with planets. This could also represent chakra alignment. You could be standing, again, in space as you astral travel, seeing the planets line up in color order. Okay, I don't know why I was about to say alphabetical order. Maybe in alphabetical order too, but in color order. Okay. Planets are getting in aligned. Your chakras are getting in aligned, or it is in alignment. Okay, beautiful. And that showed my card with the circles. You could have seen the moon, collective. Your third eye activation is helping you see clearly, helping you see other colors. It's more vibrant. It's more potent when you look at certain things. People don't see it the way you see it. That could involve with the orbs. That it could be involving with the moon. That could be involving with the sun, collective. You're seeing the sun in many hues, many colors. You're seeing the moon with colors orbiting around the moon. A rainbow-like orbiting around the moon. Or the sun, another color than in what it normally is shown. It could be of purples or blues. You are again reincarnated from in your past life. You could be someone reincarnated, collective. A reincarnation of someone, somebody important. You are awakening to that. It says spiritual alignment of the higher realms. Okay, you have possibly have worked on your shadow work, or you're still working through your shadow work to go through some transformation, to transmute that energy. Okay, it is opening your chakra to, again, higher alignment. You are unbothered and unfazed by the past, by the darkness, by the present energies, or by the troll, parasitic, witchy, warlock energies, vamp energies. You are very unfazed and unbothered. You are immune to the bullshit. But you're not letting it get to you like it used to. Or you're working on that. That's still part of your shadow work. As you continue to integrate. Okay, it is magnetizing you, collective. It's magnetizing your DNA. It's magnetizing your energy and aura. Again, in your past life, you could have been a warrior. And it's bringing that energy out of you, collective. An angelic or celestial warrior. Spiritual warrior. You respect universal laws as well as spiritual laws. It's in you again, I'm sitting there stuttering. It could be within your bloodlines, your DNA of you being royal, collective. It is activating your strength. It is alchemizing you emotionally, collective, to transmute, to balance the endless, I'm telling you, chaos that goes on in this world. But it's also alchemizing the love in you. It's alchemizing your mental strength. It's alchemizing you to transmute or transport the universal laws, the spiritual laws, to who it needs to be transport to, charged to, sent to. Collective, you could be a central star again. You could be given the gift of mediumship, Venusian energy, Venusian seer. This could stand for, this could also be sent to a psychic, or someone look at you as a psychic, or you, or a priest or priestess. I'm just reading behind my cards here. I got a lot I wrote back here. People are trying to, again, tap into your Akashic records, but it's locked. It's locked by your celestial guardians. It is locked by the goddess Hecate. It is locked by Sekhmet and Beset, watching over you. It is locked by Father God himself, aka Ra. They're trying to tap into your Akashic records to get your spiritual inheritance. I don't think so. And that could stem from, again, the 3D realm world, 3D realm family you've been raised and born in. That was supposed to show you unconditional damn love, and they didn't. To an extent, but they didn't. As they should have, as they promised. They didn't. And now you got Commander Esther coming down here. To guide and to protect, along with the celestial guardians. My gosh. Hecate. Whoa. Archangel Shamiel, angels coming down to remind you to show yourself unconditional love in spite of everything you went through, you've been through, still going through. Show yourself that love. Self-love at that. Continue to heal your heart. This is what Archangel Shamiel is here to help you, to remind you to do. In spite of all the war you had to go through eternally, and confirmation and outwardly. My gosh, my gosh. Baba Yaga came out. This is a wise and wild woman. Maybe they're saying that's what you are, saying that's what I am. But it's about duality. Clearly. They're calling you a witch. But again, they're going to experience Baba Yaga coming after their ass. A witch is going to show them what a real witch is. When they're coming up against someone that's innocent and pure, that is of justice and of truth, that has stand their ground and reclaim their power, their energy back, that's been harvested, graped, and taken and stolen, maybe have been given, but you're taking it back. I literally am looking at my new deck I pulled here. It is showing a witch walking through the woods in the fall. Dressed in red. It says unshakable promise that they can't keep. Don't fall for the trickery. Don't believe in the hype. This is the energy that you're walking in, collective, or you need to walk in. Because these other energies that's calling you a witch, they are a witch. Sinister witch. Or a sinister warlock. That worships the devil. That worships sinister things. Okay? As you confess or reveal or expose the energies, collective, like I am on my channel. Because that's what my channel is also about. It's about exposing, convicting, in love. Exposing the darkness through the light shining on the darkness, however you want to say it, to open and awaken the consciousness and awareness of this collective, in love, but in truth. These are energies that want you to go through the here we go again, going through the same thing, here we go again. These energies want you to continue to go through a circle. Trickster energies, vamp energies, dark matrix and forces, again, sinister energies. Wants you to be confused. Wants to confuse the energies. My gosh. I'm going to stop there with my new deck on those few pictures. Well, no, I'm going to continue. Let me... I didn't show this on my shorts. Let me quickly continue. Fairy wings. Wings, fairy wings. You could be seeing fairy wings, or you're gaining fairy wings. You could be of the fairy bloodline, ancestry energy, but it literally says fairy rings. So you may have seen that in your dreams, in your astral travel, you being protected by a ring of flowers, a ring of light. Okay, and you may have seen orbs flying around you. I'm not sure. It's literally showing an ancient deity, and it's showing Hecate. We just talked about it. This is a goddess, okay? A black wolf deity, a spirit, a wolf, outer worldly, inner and outer worldly, multi-dimensional, higher being, a goddess. We just talked about that. You may have seen doves in your dreams. It's showing here a dove is representing Jesus Christ, is representing hope, is representing faith, is representing the spirit of Christ. And it literally says, try Christ. So you may have seen doves. You may have seen that as a picture symbol. You may have seen white feathers. You may have seen symbols, again, of a white wolf, a dark wolf. I'm going to stop there with my new deck. My gosh. And I'm going to stop here with the Angels Among Us. These are the three that pulled. I might do one more. Let me do one more. Hawthorne. Whoa. I'm going to pull Hawthorne. Celebration, rejuvenation, gratitude. Continue to show yourself gratitude, collective. Just everything you went through. Show yourself gratitude and celebrate life. Remember what I said? You're possibly from the 5th house. You possibly want to add more fun into your routines, into your life. Call on Hathor to help you with celebrating your life. You could be seeing 333. She is the ancient goddess. Goddess Isis came out. Beautiful. You could be seeing the Ankh sign. Resurrection, magic, fertility. Again, you are focusing on rejuvenating your energy, your life, collective, by any means necessary. This person on this picture don't look like she's playing. By any means necessary, they're going to live their life. Not today, Satan, not today. Trolls, vamps, witches, and warlocks, not today. I'm looking at my card here. It says today. Good vibes, present in the moment. You're saying to those energies, not today, or maybe that's what you need to say, because they are lost souls that are trapped under the bridge. Maybe they have ghosted you. They are being a coward. They played the disappearing act on you. This could be of the past, present energies. They are lost souls who lives under the bridge. These are energies that want to tiptoe in and out of your energy, energetically or physically, avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around you. Again, this could represent a male person in your life or a female person in your life. Take this however this may pertain or resonate with you, collective. Again, these are energies that are trolls. But you're about lifting off. 2, what is it? 3, what is it? How you counting backwards and you're saying lift off. 3, 2, 1. There we go. You're about lifting off. You're about that fast action, progression forward. The wait is over is what it's saying. The wait is over. It is showing a rocket. Your energy is rising, collective. Your energy is rising. And when I said the Ankh, I'm looking at my card here. It says ancient protection. So you could have seen the Ankh in your dreams. You may have that as a tattoo, or you've seen that as a sign or symbol. Collective. Again, you're lifting off in spite of whoever wants to, again, be a lost troll lives under the bridge that wants to tippy-toe back and forth in your energy and aura field in the physical or spiritual realms. The ones that are sipping and being nosy, spreading rumors and gossiping. The ones that want to be detectives in your life, snooping, digging for dirt, and raising false accusations. Again, you are lifting off and leaving these energies. I realize these energies are the color of black and gray. So these energies have that type of energy and aura around them that is black and gray. They have like a dark cloud around them. As you are lifting off. And these colors are showing blues, orange, yellows, reds, greens. You're saying to those energies, not today. Not today, not never, not ever, not today. Not tonight. You are lifting off into your own world, collective. Into your own vision, into your own imagination, into your own way of life and being. You're protected. I'm looking at my ancient gods, Egyptian gods deck. It says here, you're protected. The Mayhen, from the Mayhen god. And it's showing an Ankh there. You're not ordinary, collective. Mut came out. Mut. Being ordinary. You're not ordinary. They're holding another Ankh. Prosperity is headed your way. Remember on the card Esther, the commander starseed, the galactic guide, it showed the Jupiter sign on there. So again, prosperity is coming for those that deserve it, for those that are being granted prosperity. Jeb came out. Something with the blue lotus is significant. Again, the sun is significant. The bird is significant. This is showing, I don't know what kind of bird this is. A snake is significant. Yeah. Collective, you are transforming, transmuting the energies. Okay, that's what the snake could represent. You're gaining wisdom. You're shedding the old and just reclaiming and gaining the new energy. Okay, from this snake. You're also realizing, again, the snake's in your grass. And you're cutting it off by the head, by the root. Another sign that came out is representing a bear. Toward Genesis. Maybe you was reading the Bible. Okay, that's representing from the beginning, collective. Someone was looking at you as the cow. They wanted to milk you for everything you have, whether that was from your energy or just from personal feelings, energy, things that was tangible. But again, energy that was in the spiritual. They wanted to milk you for that. But you are protected. You are protected because it's showing the Ankh here again. A moot came out, the alligator. These energies are going to get swallowed up in the underworld. Since they want to mess with magic, play with the underworld, they're going to get swallowed up by the moot. A moot. Okay? They want to cause devastation in your life. They're going to go through that in the spiritual realms. In the underworld, when they get judged, a moot is going to eat their hearts. When they get judged by Anubis, that came out. He's helping you with transformation. All of us with transformation. But again, the ones that don't want to transform into the new energy, into their world, and stay in their own lanes, they're going to receive devastation. They want to cause ruckus and chaos in your life. Want to be the troll to keep you under the bridge, keep you stuck and stagnant. And devastation. They're going to go through that, collective. As you continue to move forward, their heart is going to be judged. Their frequency and energy is going to be judged. And if it's heavy, again, it's going to get swallowed up. It is going to get swallowed up. And we're going to stop there with that deck from the Egyptian God oracles. My gosh. Again, you are lifting off into another world, into another life that you're working on. And you have a lot of energies of the ancient realms, celestial realms, spiritual realms. And the physical that is protecting and watching over my collective and over me. You're getting a light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful of awareness of what's going on in your life, or you are, collective. Okay? That light bulb came out. Or people's getting enlightened in another way. You're not going to be nobody's sneaky link. You're not going to be nobody's hidden lover, low-key situationship, or side piece. Not today, Satan. Not today. With nobody. No matter what status they are. You're not being nobody's sneaky link. No matter what status they are. Because these are energies that want you to do too much, want you to exude too much, they were doing too much. Excessive, overindulgence. These are energies, again, I want a piece of your pie, want you to be a sneaky link. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They're getting a light bulb moment that you're not the one. You are not the one. You will bring order in the midst of chaos on their ass, collective. My gosh. Again, my title is talking about you are awoke and awaken. I'm wide awake. And you're possibly, people are seeing it. You are God's bridge. You are the bridge of the new world. New world order of the new world. Not in a new world order that you hear on this planet, manly planet, of a new type of order, spiritually, of a higher realms. This may not pertain to everybody, but to who it pertains to, and you are awakened, you are woke, you are aware that you're part of that order. My gosh, collective. Well, that was my message. People that wants to come up against you, it's going to go through some legal situations. It's showing here, court, paperwork, filed. My gosh. Something legally is going to occur with these people that keeps messing with you. When you're saying to them, you're not the one to play with, not today. And they want to test your gangster. They want to be the troll in your life. You're going to return that energy again back to the source and senders it came from. That was my message, collective. Okay, I know this was long, but I haven't been on here in a minute. So if you have stuck around till this time, thank you so much for tapping in and listening to my message. If you can relate, give me thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share this message. Send it to those that need to hear it and see it and feel it. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with my famous self-made lines I've been saying since I started this channel that has went viral on other platforms and just in other ways. Collective, you could be a trendsetter. Okay? I know I am a trendsetter. But you could be, realizing you are by what you say. People are using your slogans, what you're doing, just how you're showing up in this world. People are mesmerized. They're using what you're doing, what you're saying. Again, it says tread lightly. Don't forget, on my channel, yep, tread lightly. Oh my gosh. It says energies be doing the most. Again, that came out twice. Yes, they do. Ancestor spirit guides. They want to supersize you. They want to supersize your energy. They are doing the most. But they're going to be crashing out. Crashing out. Yes. That's a reminder to end my message. These energies are going to be crashing out from doing the most. Okay, any other message before I let my collective go? Again, thank you for listening and sticking around with me. If you are new, thank you for subscribing to the vibes. I hope that this awaken you, open up your consciousness and awareness. And again, you can relate to the message. Again, share it so others can also get the vibes. And if you are been a faithful and loyal subscriber, been just a part of my family, thank you so much for sticking on this ride and jumping on a train we call life. Okay, you could have been seeing a lot of trains lately or hearing a lot of trains. Thank you so much. Again, like, subscribe, and share. Oh my gosh, a lot of cards came out here. I don't know if I'm going to take the fallen ones. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is what they're going to be saying. As you continue to lift off and rise, these energies that want to hold you back is going to be saying, oh my gosh. Yeah, energies don't lie. Yes, thank you. Join the vibe in a train we call life. From these energies that are spiritually dehydrated. My gosh. Okay, that is to end my message because they don't compete where they don't compare. Exactly, collective. They are going to fuck around and find out eventually. Eventually, because you're not here to play. Because you started from the mud and now you're here. My gosh, and you're not believing the hype. So, collective, continue to, again, share my message with all and with whomever needs to hear. And thank you again for just being a part of the family. If you're new, thank you so much. And if you're just watching, what are you waiting for? Jump on this ride, jump on a train of the vibes, and be a part of the Rasta Gal Family Vibe Tribe. Remember, collective, to drink your water, stay in your lane, and mind your business. Just mind your business. Subscribe to the vibes and stay tuned for more, collective, because life be lifing, right? Thank you so much. Stick around for more messages. Take care and peace.